How's it going, everybody? My name is Warner Fields with Fields of Profit. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller and full-time student, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to use a software called Flipmine. If you're not familiar with Flipmine, what it does is it finds eBay listings of books. In this case is what I'm going to be using it for, and then it is going to compare those prices to Amazon prices, and you're able to find some really good profit opportunities there because those books are going to be pretty massively underpriced compared to Amazon, just because in general eBay has to price a little lower than Amazon because they do not have the customer base that Amazon does. Therefore, there's some arbitrage opportunity there, and also you're able to find some books that are maybe listed a little too low, and then we can go ahead and compare those to the Keepa data. We can figure out maybe during textbook season that some of these eBay books would be worth a whole lot more than they're selling for currently on eBay. So we're going to go ahead and dive into Flipmine. If you do not have Flipmine yet and you want to check it out, there's going to be a link down below that helps me out as well. But we're just going to go ahead and dive into it. Before we do that, if you could go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, I'm going to be contributing value to your business for free. So if you could go ahead and click that button for free on your end, make it a fair trade here. Let's go ahead and dive into the software and see what we can find. If you're not familiar with Flipmine, this is what the actual interface looks like. So we've got, let me zoom in here a little bit. We've got the actual books here, or whatever you're sourcing. In this case, I haven't added any filters yet, so it's just pulling up whatever. So it's got eBay image, Amazon image. This is going to kind of help you cross-check to see if those things actually match. Like you can see here, there's two games here and there's one game here, so this doesn't exactly match. So you're able to kind of vet the product pretty quickly like that sometimes. You've got the eBay title, Amazon title, you've got the Amazon sales rank, all these prices, the inferred buy box, you've got your fees, and then your potential profit and ROI. And then it'll also show you the date that it's been listed, and that's useful because some of the more recent listings are going to be a little more useful, because those are the ones that you're going to find that are maybe drastically mispriced or something like that, where you're going to find a lot of profit. So we're going to go ahead and set up some filters real quick here, and then we'll dive into some listings, see if we can find something. Just real quick here, we're going to dive in. So I've got this filter called textbooks that I like to use. I can just go ahead and show you what filters these are real quick. So I'm looking for an FBA to FBM price that's less than $20. I don't want to find books where the FBM is $10 and the FBA is $50, because that's not super realistic. If you're putting yourself in the customer's shoes, you're probably not willing to pay $40 extra just to have that book 3, 5, whatever days earlier. So we're going to also search for books. I'm searching for used books because I don't want to flip new books. That's a IP complaint waiting to happen. We've also got an ROI greater than 50%. I like to consider 50% ROI or greater just for books, because it's a one-off sale, so you're going to want to have a pretty high ROI to make it worth flipping that one-off item versus flipping a whole bunch of one item where you might be happy with 20-30% ROI. Sales rank, I'm looking for less than 500,000. I like to sell quick moving books because worst case, if you're selling a relatively fast moving book, the worst case is you're going to be able to probably get your money back at least, if not make a tiny profit, rather than if you're sourcing books that have really high sales ranks, you might not be able to ever sell that book, so you wouldn't be able to even liquidate it if you wanted it to discount so you could get that money back. And then subcategory, I went ahead and selected textbooks just so we can kind of niche down, try to find those books that are going to go up in price significantly during textbook season, which is going to be August, September, and January. So right now it's June, so it's not a bad time to be sending in a bunch of textbooks into Amazon. It'll take, from order to when it's ready, upwards of a month. So you're going to want to be sure you're sending in lots of textbooks during the summer, so you're ready for that late October or the late August and September rush for textbooks. So we're just going to go ahead and scroll down here, see if we can find anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do this live and then maybe find one or two off camera just to show you in case I'm not able to find anything super quick. So we're just going to go ahead and start clicking through here. It looks like these photos match. We've got so it looks like it's an acceptable copy, which is a little worrisome. We could read the description to see if it's got anything specific written about it. It doesn't look like it has any specific notes. We've got pictures here. We can kind of figure out why they think it's acceptable. To me, I think it just looks like a worn out book. Actually, we've got an instructor's edition right here, so we're going to go ahead and stay away. You do not want to sell instructor's editions, but this is a good example here of one of these books where the prices go way up during textbook season. So say this wasn't an instructor's edition, this would be a good opportunity to flip. If you really wanted to try to predict the price on this, you could even just buy it from Amazon right now and then wait for the price to go up to this $40 price point, because you could get it for about $20 after tax or whatever. Then you could sell it for 40 plus FBA, probably $50. So that could be a pretty good Amazon to Amazon flip opportunity. So we're just going to go ahead and keep scrolling down here. We've got one more right here. Looks like on eBay it is $12.68 from Thrift Books, so we know, and it's good condition, so I can be pretty assured that this book is going to be sellable on Amazon. We've got this pretty decent price increase during textbook season. It kind of drops off and then consistently goes back up. If we want to zoom all the way out here, we can see just how often it really does that. Pretty much every textbook season, it kind of spikes back up. We can also check the number of sellers and track how the number of sellers affects the price, is something that I like to do. So we can see going into last textbook season, where the merchant fulfilled price went up to $25 with a decent sales rank. So we can assume that the FBA price for this could be somewhere between $30 to $35, probably $35, $40 actually. And then we can track the number of used offers down here on Keepa. So going into textbook season last year, it was at about $18, $19. Right now it's been hovering at about 20, and just recently it dropped to 15. So we're in that pretty consistent range. So it also had about 23 to 25 offers through that time period, and right now we've got about 23 to 25 offers. So if this history chart repeats itself, we can reasonably expect that this book is going to sell back up here. This price is going to increase again as those textbooks are selling. So we can just run a quick profit calculation here, running it at that $35 price point just to be conservative. As you can see, the FBA price right now is already $35. So we can go ahead and check that right now. We can do $35 product price, and then our cost is going to be $13 after we pay to ship it in and everything. eBay, you can get sales tax exempt. If you're not already sales tax exempt, go ahead and do that. It's pretty easy if you're going to be flipping eBay to Amazon. So this product is $13, and we can go ahead and flip it for $35, which is going to net us a $10 profit, nearly doubling our money here. And that's just the second book on this list. So we're going to go ahead and check out this list again, see what we can find. Let's keep digging, see how much profit we can find here in just a couple minutes. So we've got a very good copy of this book here. Looks good to me. Let's see what we got it for on Amazon. Looks like a pretty consistent seller, actually. So this book might just be a little underpriced. We could check the number of used sellers, pretty consistent. So we can expect that this price is going to stay the same for a little bit now. So used price is $70. We're going to go ahead and check and see what the prime used price is currently. Looks like there's no prime used offers right now. So you could pretty much command whatever price you want under the new price, which the new price is $75. So we could sell this honestly right at that $75 price point. We're going to be buying it for $50 basically. So maybe not a ton of profit here, but to me, this is almost guaranteed profit. So let's say we can sell for $72. And this used price line goes up above this from every now and then. So you could really reasonably expect this. We're going to be paying about $50 for it, unfortunately, which is probably not going to leave us with a lot of profit. So I would probably keep moving here. Let's see, just out of curiosity, what price it was pulling for us. Looks like it was pulling an $83 inferred price. And maybe the profit was a little messed up here because it thinks we're going to net this. It thinks we're going to sell it at $132. Which we're not going to be able to. That's fine. Let's see what we can keep finding here. We've got this Chinese textbook. Looks like it's in decent shape to me. Good condition, about $30. Over here, we've got it for, we're going to be basically selling it at that new price during textbook season, it looks like. So we're paying $30 for it. And then we're going to flip it for $61. Let's see here, $61. And then it's going to cost us $30. So this could be a decent little flip here. So that's about a 50% ROI, and it's almost guaranteed in my opinion. This used offer count is going up more than last year, so you could maybe expect a little bit of a price drop. This might be a little bit of a riskier buy, but I really think that there would be some good profit here if you wanted to go ahead and check this one out. You could pretty reasonably expect to make at least $5. Not a great ROI, but that's like a safety net. So in this case, this is why I like to sell those faster moving books, because even though we might not be able to sell it as high as we think we will, we can almost guarantee we're going to be able to sell it just in general and get our money back. Worst case, we will just break even. But I'd expect you could make $10 to $15 on this pretty reasonably. So we're going to go ahead and keep checking out these books here. Let's see what we've got. We've got an acceptable copy here. we will always want to look for why it's acceptable. It looks like we've got some water damage here, so we're going to move on because you cannot send in water damaged books to Amazon FBA. You could do those merchant fulfilled if you do them in acceptable condition, but even then you're risking a negative feedback, and it's only worth it for significant profit. Just in case it is a significant profit, we could go ahead and check it out here. It looks like the used price on this is about $40, and we're buying it for $15. So this actually could be worth checking out. We can see if it's got any missing pages or anything. It says unwritten, missing cards, which is fine, because you can be missing the supplemental materials if you're selling used conditions. It looks like that might be the only issue. And in this case, I would maybe go ahead and check this out to go ahead and flip as a merchant fulfilled offer, because you could sell this for probably $40, merchant fulfilled very safely. We're going to go 40 right here, and then we're going to go 15. So you'd be doubling your money here, but you would be risking that negative feedback. So it's up to your own personal risk tolerances on this one. We're going to go ahead and try to find maybe one or two more, and then we'll call it. This has been pretty good, honestly. You can see how quick, once you get your filters narrowed down, it's really not too bad to go ahead and dive in and find some profit opportunities. We're going to go ahead and check this one out. We've got this one for about $15, $16 after we ship it and pay for shipping here. On Amazon, it looks like we're another pretty consistent seller. The buy box right now is at $29. You could probably sell this for about $30, maybe $31, and we're buying it for $15. So this is probably not going to be major profit, but this is a pretty guaranteed flip in my opinion. And then you would be making about $7, it looks like. So this is another not too bad. So that kind of adds to our profit total here. Here's one more feature about Flipmine that I really like. You can see this one's kind of outlined a little bit, and that's because I have my Amazon store up in this tab, and Flipmine's actually able to kind of use your credentials to cross-reference and see what you're actually able to sell. And then anything that's highlighted means you're gated, so you don't even have to spend the time of checking whether or not you're gated in that book. And then if you want to go one step further, it lets you press this button down here that says remove, and then if you press remove, all those gated opportunities are going to be gone, and you don't have to see the profit potential that you would have missed out on just because you're gated on that specific book company. So we're going to go ahead and maybe find one or two more. Let's see if let's check this one out here. This looks like it might be decent. We've got an acceptable condition, which I don't love, but if the profit is there, it's worth the risk to me. Looks like on Amazon we could buy it for almost the same price. It's probably not super worth it, but this could be an opportunity for an Amazon to Amazon flip. If you wanted to go ahead and see, let's see what we got. We got a used like new copy for about $9, and it looks like during textbook season this price kind of bumps up into here's 17 and here's 23. So you could probably sell this for $25 after you consider the prime bump that you're going to be able to get from this during textbook season. I would say 25 is as low as you're going to be able to sell this for. You could sell it probably 30 more realistically. Well, the ceiling's kind of at 29 here, so this one's not bad. You could probably flip this one, but that profit might go away. It's a little riskier here, hard to tell really, but those are the kind of things that you'll be able to pick up on as you keep diving into softwares like this, keep reading those Keepagraphs and figuring that stuff out. So I hope you enjoyed this look into Flipmine. If you wanted to go ahead and add this into your book flipping business, you can go ahead and check out my link down below. That's going to give you a free trial as well as help me out, help me make more content. If you have any questions about the software, about selling books online, go ahead and drop them in the comments down below. I'm happy to answer those. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That helps me out with the algorithm. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks, guys.